Hi, welcome to For Flow with Chloe, where I am pulling a reading on today, the new moon in Aquarius. I did actually start recording something and then got interrupted, and so I've just got rid of that video. But I've kept the cards out. So I've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I pulled one card and I got three. Each time I pulled one, there was like two others literally stuck to it. And so it turned out I got two lots of threes. So my first lot of three was this hand, where I got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. So the Queen and the King together suggests a really strong foundation, like a solidified, united stance. And, you know, they're both, these are like lovely, lovely king and queens. She's so peaceful, serene and patient, but strong. You know, she knows her worth. She's rooted. She's sprouting these little, like twig antlers out of her head. It's like her wisdom has led her to not have to worry about anything, it's led her to this patience. And with the King, you know, he's not flashy. Neither is this Queen. Neither of them are flashy. They're like humble. They're very settled into who they are. And the King has all these rows of books that symbolic of like all of his knowledge. You know, he's lived a long time, he's acquired a lot of knowledge, he's learned his lessons, and he's not a flashy king. He's just kicking back in his jeans with his dog, having a wonderful old time, like seeing how far he's come with this magical old pentacle. But he's not flashing it around. He's quite like just centered and in like a self-secured place that he doesn't need to be flashy. He's so like, they're both so secure in their egos that they're just kind, peaceful and humble and at peace with themselves. But then we get the Five of Pentacles, which is a bit of a disruptor, because this is about feeling left out. This is about isolation. It's about a lack, feeling lacking in some way. But the key is there. There's the key. There's the lock. But yet the person is still stuck in this mentality of feeling stuck, trapped, alone, shut out, without access to something. With Pentacles, it's usually some sort of resources. Then in my second hand, when I pulled my second card and ended up with another trio, I got the Six of Pentacles, which literally leads on from the Five, all the Pentacles, the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups. So the Five followed by the Six. This is about, I feel, that person has that key. They can get through that door. The Six of Pentacles is about balanced giving and receiving. It can be charitable. And we have on this card, the way it's depicted, this like infinite loop of this balance of giving and receiving and being in balance with it. Maybe we need to be in balance in ourselves with our giving and receiving, and invite in, unlock the door to to invite in some assistance, some help. Doesn't have to be financial. Security is not always financial. Security can be love. Anything that makes us feel secure, that we feel we are lacking, that is at the root of our being, what we sort of primitively lack in our makeup, or what we feel we lack. And I've never really noticed actually, but there's this road that leads to a horizon, this open road leading off into the distance. Opportunities are there if you can accept the help, if you can open the door, if you can let it in. There's no shame. You don't have to be here when you could be here. Don't be too proud. Maybe this is somewhere we have been in the past. I feel like this is about some sort of relationship as well that brings balance and harmony and abundance from, where prior we felt this, we felt left out in the cold. I feel like there is some unified strength and partnership that is allowing us to unlock that door and to become in this state of balance. And it's interesting, we then get the 9 of Wands, boundaries. Look at those suspicious, look at her side-eyeing suspiciously, like, don't come no closer, yo. I stand strong. I stand my ground. Don't come any closer. I've worked hard to get where I am. I'm not budging. But maybe if we can actually let down those defenses and lock that door, we can be in this abundant partnership. And then we get the Knight of Cups. He's got his white steed, he's got his romance letter, he's got his declarations there, his offers. He's took his hat off, he's being a gent, he's inviting and offering. If you're doubting a romantic partnership because of past pains that have left you here, I think you need to drop the boundaries and let this offer in, because it could be something beautiful. I'm going to pull another card on the King of, that one, Cups. Hanged Man. Very Neptunian. We do have a lot of planets moving into Pisces soon. We've got a lot. We've got Neptune in Pisces actually at the moment. I think we're going to have Saturn in Pisces as well. While Venus is going to, in February, move into Aries. That might be quite about letting the defences down. Venus in Aries can be quite a fiery, passionate and demanding force. And Pisces is very super dreamy and romantic. And this is a very Neptune-y, Pisces-y card, is the Hanged Man. It's about knowing and feeling, not knowing through knowledge, knowing through intuition, and going into, you know, this calm state of peace and patience within ourselves to just know and trust. That's what I'm getting, know and trust. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. What are these boundaries? Oh, that's giving me two. Oh, that's beautiful. We get more Neptuniness. The High Priestess, again, intuition, very Piscean. Very new moony. Got a new moon symbol on there, on the head. And new moons, as we are at in the cycle, are a time for, you know, contemplation, reassessment, going within, listening to that void, going into that void to grow something new, something magical. And the sun appears. The sun is a massive yes card. Say yes to this offering. Say yes to this help or assistance. Say yes to this offering, whatever it is, whether it's love, a partnership, money, stability, whatever that stability is, it's a yes. It's big, it's bright, it's beautiful. So dropping those boundaries, because it's a yes. Ooh, okay, so they all fell. That one's looking at me and that one's looking at me. Ace of Cups. Your heart's desires. Oh, we need to get manifesting on this new moon. I think there's also a message of like believing we can have this, and saying yes, I can have this. Oh God, and the Ace of Pentacles. That is beautiful. So it's not just a romantic whim, a la-di-da heart feeling. It's a stable one. It's a real life, grounded, solid growth, investment, stability. Really beautiful reading. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, really. I feel there's a lot of luck floating around this new moon. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of luck. There's a lot of spiritual awareness and little niggles that we need to overcome about believing that we can have the good things. Oh, I'm picking up the wrong deck, but clearly that means I do need to take one from here. This is the Abyss. A message is coming from the Abyss. It is the Tower. Dum dum dum. No, I should have quit while I was ahead. However, this is about the old ways coming down. Never really noticed before the little people falling. I'm trying to focus the camera while holding the card. Never really noticed the little people on this card before falling. One's hanging on tight and one's falling. And this is the structures. Our sense of structure. Maybe we just fear this. I need another one now. Why have we got the Tower now? Why have we got the Tower now? That's so funny. Holding on too tight. I'm getting this is holding on too tight to the past. The past where we were here. The past where we had to do this and have these boundaries. Holding on too tight to a past version of self, a past security. Our self-limiting beliefs can actually become a security for us. We can put walls up and long arm people out of fear of, you know, getting hurt, getting messed around again, having a repeat of circumstances or events that we don't want to happen again. But you know, you end up more there because you end up isolated and alone. You can't let anyone in if you have no trust. If you've always got these boundaries up, you'll never move on. You'll stay stuck in the old ways, and the old ways need to come down. So stop hanging on so tight to your old sense of security. Stop holding on to the old sense of security, because you could have this, 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 this. All these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards of love and stability and, you know, balance and security. Like a renewal of these things. I'm now going to take a Everyday Witch card. Not had these out in a while. We need to stop holding on to the past and the way things happened before. We're in the dawn of the age of the Aquarius. It's all new, it's all fresh. We don't need to hold on to past paradigms, to past versions of ourselves, to past pains. Because we're in a whole new era. Prayers and wishes. And we've got the sun in the background. We've got the birds soaring. And we've got the well, depth of emotions. We've got the dragonflies, transformation. Pluto is an Aquarius for this 20 odd years. And that is a planet of transformation. That is a planet that in the sign of Aquarius in particular asks for a shakedown and a remodeling and a new way of being. And it's telling us we can have our prayers and wishes. I want one more. And you know, we've got the sun card and we've got that beautiful sun, the dawn of a new day in the background. Dawn of a new era. New era of us. New chapter. Fresh. One more. What are the energies? Ooh, do we need to come into? Okay. Air magic. Aquarius is an air sign. Oh, and look, he's got a cool little falcony bird there. Super intelligent bird. And he's got his feather feel like you need to write down, because he's got a quill. You need to write down what you want to receive and believe in it. I think there's big manifestation energy. I am actually going to read the from the book a little on here. On the air magic. Might have a little spell for you. Where's the air one's air? Air magic. Without air there's no life, but unlike the earth element, which is solid and obvious, the element of air is more ethereal and harder to visualize. You cannot, after all, hold a chunk of air in your hands the way you can a rock. So we often use something else to symbolize it, like a feather or incense, but it doesn't make it any less vital an element than earth, or any less powerful. As anyone who's lived through a hurricane will tell you. Where's that card gone? Maybe you feel like you've lived through a hurricane already. Embrace the power of air with every breath and send your application out on the breeze. There's a simple way to connect with the magic of air, and you do it all the time, breathing. But instead of breathing without conscious effort, take a few moments to sit and really be aware of air moving in and out of your lungs. Feel the power, draw every breath, and the cleansing that it carries. That carries away what you don't need as you exhale. If you want, visualize the breath coming in as one colour, yellow for instance, and going out as grey as it wafts away the negativity. Be sure to thank the element for its gifts. So it's got a little magic spell here. To make a magical connection to air, light a white or yellow candle if you like. You can place a feather in front of it to symbolise the element. Then light either incense or sage or smudge stick and blow on it. Or, if you're outside, let the breeze do the job for you. Watch the patterns in the smoke as it rises. Can you see in the smoke the way the shapes? Can you see anything in the smoke the way you see shapes in the clouds? Let the smoke waft around you magically, connecting to the element. I'm going to go and read from the... I've got such a pile now of cards. It was prayers and wishes. Prayers and wishes. A spell is much like a prayer in the way to send your hopes and thoughts and wishes and worries out into the universe, to gain the attention of a deity with the power to help. Some prayers are general wishes. Please make this better. I wish I had more money. If only I could find love. Things that come up in our reading. Sometimes they are addressed to a particular goddess or universal powers that be. No matter how you look at them, we all have moments when, no matter what form they take, we need to put out a prayer or wish or hope for an answer. Think about what you really need or want in your life, not the little things, but the stuff that's really important to you. Then, as many of us did with our children, wait for the first star to rise in the night and send your wish out with all your energy, saying, starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight, wish I may, wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. My God, I used to do that as a kid and I've forgotten all about that. And then we'll give you the magic. If a spell is a kind of prayer, then putting your prayers and wishes into a spell is a perfect way to go. Figure out what you really want to ask for and write it down on a piece of paper. Bless the prayer with the power of air. Funny, we got the air card and I was like, write it down. And by waving a feather over it or wafting incense. Then say, I pray for dreams and wishes true. For help from the gods, I ask these wishes old and new. With perfect trust and love, hold the paper in your hands and put all the energy from your prayers into it. And then make it into the shape of a paper aeroplane, and send it sailing out into the world. If you can't do that, you can sail the airplane into your altar or some other safe place. So if you want to screenshot any of that, so you can develop your own little manifestation prayer for this new moon, and there you go. And I don't normally do a lot of reading from the book, but I'm glad that I did, because I feel like that really tied those two cards together. And the whole energy of the reading about, you know, believing we can have the things, and what is it you need to ask for that you didn't believe you could have, because maybe you can. Okay, happy new moon and happy lunar new year for those of you that are celebrating Chinese New Year, or just really into your moon cycles. Yes, happy lunar new year.